Hey, it's Johara. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to give you my very first writing update. So I've kind of updated you a lot recently of how my book is going, but I haven't made a whole video just on an update. So that's what this is. Yay! Okay. If you watched my last few videos, you should know that my first book's already published. It was self-published. It's called Jasmine Perez and the Wicked Sorceress. It's available on Amazon, so please check that out if you like fantasy, because that's all I really write. I'm not even joking. Like, fantasy is my thing. It's what I read, it's what I write, it's what I'm passionate about, and when I get passionate, I don't even know how to explain it. My mom says my face lights up, so you can be the judge of that. So let's see. But, so I'm on chapter, I was working on it earlier today. I'm on chapter 14. Yeah, 14. It's 14. I don't think it was my last video, but in one of my recent videos, I mentioned, it was my writing vlog, which was recent. My first writing vlog, by the way. I don't know if I did good, but we'll see. But I mentioned how I stopped like at the end of chapter 13, and then I stopped my writing vlog. But in it, before I finished the video, I mentioned that I can't wait to get started on chapter 14, because that's the chapter I've kind of been waiting for. So it's pretty much the start of my series, because I mentioned that whenever I come up with an idea, usually it just kind of comes, and I have no idea where it comes from, but it just appears in my mind. And then when it does come, I imagine, like, I can see the scenes play out of my characters, and I envision several scenes from the beginning of my story. So I have to like write them all down on my my phone. Luckily I dropped it on the bed. Okay, I write them all on my phone. I have this notepad, which I have a lot of notes. I have potential videos, a lot of videos I want to eventually get to. But I also have a lot of things about books, not just this series, but other series I want to write, because I also mentioned that I have many series planned, and I know which ones I'm going to do next, and what, and yeah, so on. So there's this, but like I mentioned, there's a lot of scenes that play out in my mind, so I have to write them down so I remember, because I will forget. Well, I keep saying I will forget, but honestly, I don't think I will, because I still remember a lot of them. I just write them down for a safety net in case I forget them. I guess that's what I could say. But, let's retrieve that. Okay. One of the scenes I've been really eager to write. I still haven't gotten to it yet. Well, yeah, I kind of have. I started chapter 14, but then I stopped. I don't know why, I just did. I guess I wasn't in the mood to write anymore, which doesn't happen to me very often. I have my laptop right here, if I can get it. See? It's at the very beginning right now, but yeah. But, so I've started the scene that I've been really eager to write, and I know, even though I haven't planned out every scene, obviously, like, I planned out several already, but I haven't planned out every one. But even though I don't know everything that's going to happen, I already pretty much know, depending on how I end up writing the end, because that's one scene I have not figured out yet, the end. But I'll see how I feel about the end when I actually get to the end. But I already know that depending on how I end up writing the end, this is going to be my favorite scene in the entire series, and I'm so excited to finish it, which I'm going to be busy tomorrow. I mean, I'm going to be busy in the morning tomorrow, so I might be able to write, finish the chapter in the afternoon. So yeah. So I'm really excited to write this chapter, because I've kind of been eager to write it since I first wrote the first sentence of my first book, which would have been over a year. No, well, yeah, year and a half ago, maybe a little bit less. I'd say a little bit less. Something like that, because I published the book at the beginning of this year, so I would have had to have at least a few months to work on it. But I didn't work on that one as long as I've been working on this one. And I come up with a new idea where I'm gonna use the entire year to work on whatever book I'm on. And then at the first of the year, every year, I'm gonna publish it. So the first of the year, you can guarantee that this one will be published. Hopefully I can finish it. I don't see a reason. I just haven't been working on it as much lately because I have been trying to update on Wattpad, because those books still mean a lot to me, because I still love writing fan fiction stuff, which is just a Wattpad thing. It's just for fun, you know, because I still write for fun. But these books are slightly more important to me since they're actually published and whatnot. So I'm gonna next couple months I'm gonna focus mostly on this, maybe Wattpad a little bit on the side whenever I don't know, and try to get this one done by first. I don't see a reason why I shouldn't. So yeah, and then I will start the third book shortly after, and use the entire year to get that done and publish on the 1st of 2022. Yeah. So yeah, I'm still even though it's been almost a year, I'm still extremely excited about being published. I can't hide that. Every time I talk about it, every time I think about it, I just get this huge grin, which isn't surprising because I'm a very naturally happy person, I've been told. A lot of you guys don't really know me that well except for my love for books and writing, but I am a very happy person, and I tend to smile a lot. I don't get other emotions that often. I mean, I do. Everyone does. You know, I get annoyed, I get angry, I get sad, but happiness takes over a lot. And you know, I've been told by my mother and my best friend that when I get angry, I'm adorable, apparently, which makes me more angry. But whenever I talk about something I love, I get really excited, and it shows. I do all these hand movements, as you might tell if you watch some of my videos, because I tend to do that a lot, and I get these huge grins, and I just ramble and ramble and ramble about it. So yeah, that's a little bit about me, so you can know me a little bit more. Other than just my love for reading and writing. But yeah, so I'm gonna attempt to finish chapter 14 tomorrow, and I'm really excited to get this season. Why do I keep saying that? My head's not here apparently. I'm just making a couple quick videos and then I'm going to bed because I have to be up kind of early tomorrow. Ugh, these mornings, don't we all? But except if you're an early bird. My sister's an early bird. At least, yeah, I think she still is. It gets really annoying. No offense. But, I really want to finish this chapter. I know I won't tonight, but I do want to finish it. It makes me... I mean, I've been planning the scene, and I don't have it planned down to every last word. I just know what it's about, and I'm really excited, and I don't want to give too much away because it was a huge spoiler for my book if you have not read the first one. And I don't know how people feel about spoilers. Some people hate them, some people love them, some people just simply don't care either way. It's like if you get spoiled, then oh well. For me, it's kind of in between. Sometimes I'm okay with spoilers. I wouldn't say I love them, but sometimes I'm okay with them depending on the show. Like this one show I watch, Angel, is the spin-off of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I don't really care about spoilers for that show anymore. I mean, I've already had a lot of them because at this point, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to finish it because, I mean, I'm on season 4. There's only 5 seasons, and I heard season 5 is really good, but I can't get through season 4. I love the first 3 seasons. Can't get through stinking season 4 because it sucks because the writers just butchered season 4. They had all these creative potentials with Cordelia's growth, Wesley's growth, especially Cordelia's growth. But then they did so many cringy things like Cordelia and Connor, and Cordelia being possessed and Cordelia being pregnant, and they're butchering Cordelia. Seriously. And they put Wesley on a dark path, and it's like, I love the first 3 seasons, but now you're ruining it. And I want to get season 5 because I love Spike, who was on Buffy, and he's supposed to be on there. And I also want to see the episode where, with Cordelia, like she's on one episode of season 5 before she dies or whatnot. So I already have a bunch of spoilers for that. I don't really care at this point because I don't know if I'm ever going to finish it. Maybe I'll just skip season 4 and go to season 5 because I can't do it. But anyways, so for like that, I don't care about spoilers. But let me think. What's a show that when Supernatural is not over yet. The new season the new episode just came out tonight. Actually, I'm gonna watch it tomorrow on CW, and I can't wait. But that's a show that I don't want spoilers. You know, watching it all these years, I do not want spoilers for that show because I want to be surprised because they always have these shocking twists and stuff, and so do I. In my books, I have all these twists, and in my first book, I think I have, I don't know how many I have in my first book. I mean, there's not like a lot, but there's one that comes to mind. And then, yeah, there's another one at the very end. 3 twists, maybe. I'm thinking 3 twists. The second book, there's gonna be, I have no idea. I think I've already made 2 things. So, I don't know if you're like big on spoilers, if you hate them. It's like a lot of people who love to be shocked, hate spoilers. They want to see it and have their reaction then. But other people don't like surprise. Like I'm kind of in between. It depends on what show or movie I'm watching for me to care or not for spoilers. My sister, on the other hand, no matter what she's watching, she does not want spoilers. She got mad when my aunt gave a spoiler about Supernatural. She got mad when she got a spoiler about Criminal Minds, which my mom, I think, gave it to her. And then, but then my mom, on the other hand, loves spoilers. She hates to be surprised. She wants to know ahead of time. And she gets annoyed if me or my sister try to not tell her because we want her to be surprised. She's like, I don't want to be surprised. I want to know. So yeah, it just depends on the person, and I don't want to spoil it. But it's an awesome scene, in my opinion. But I'm really excited to finish the scene because I technically already started it today. And I hope I do it really well. I think I will. It's just, I'm so excited. As you can probably tell, because I'm rambling again, which I tend to do. And when I get excited, my voice rises, and I can't stop talking. And sometimes I even talk kind of fast, which I try not to do for my videos, but sometimes I can't help it either. When I get excited, there's like very little things that can really stop me. But yeah. But I don't know how long this book's gonna be. My first book wasn't as long as I had hoped it would be. It was only like 100-some chapters, chapters, what? No, pages, and 25 chapters, which the chapter range was fine. I just think I could have maybe made some of the chapters a little bit longer. But it is the first book of the series and my first published novel, so yeah. And a lot of first books in series are shorter. You know, like look at Harry Potter. So many of those books are really thick, but then you look at Sorcerer's Stone, it's like, how could this turn into Deathly Hallows, which is like this, right? But yeah, but then there are some that all 3 are big, but they do still get bigger as you go, because they usually do, like the last book's usually bigger than the first book. I mean, I could go over there and check all my books, but that's a lot of work. Let's be real here. But yeah, so, and I know the chapter after this, because I'm going to kind of leave the chapter off at a cliffhanger, but luckily it's just a chapter, so you just turn the page and then boom, you can read what's going to happen. Unlike when there's a cliffhanger at the end of your book, like my first book, there were 2 cliffhangers at the end of that book. So, yay me. people are gonna hate me. Seriously, my mom's not a big reader, but she bought my book and read it to support me. And when she said she was gonna finish the book, right, I was getting ready to go off to work, and she was like, I'm gonna finish your book today. I was like, great, good thing I'm gonna be at work when you read it, cause you're gonna hate me. So when I get home, she sees me, she stands up, and she yells at me. She was like, how dare you? I'm not gonna spoil it, but I'm gonna be like, how dare you do this? How dare you? And I was laughing, and I was like, and I spoiled it for her about what I was planning for the second book. Well, actually, I had already started the second book, but yeah, like I said, I'm gonna use for the entire year all my books so that I can perfect them as best as my ability. But yeah, my mom hated me for doing that. Yeah, so and a couple of my friends have already bought it. Some people I know on Facebook. My best friend hasn't yet, but she doesn't have the money for it. She says she's going to. I was trying to convince my sister to buy it because she's not a big reader either. Except John Green. She likes John Green books. And she likes Twilight. That shows what kind of taste she has. Like, Twilight sucks. Let's be real here. So yeah, I think that's all I have for my writing update right now. It's kind of a bad update because I did get to lengthy descriptions like I usually do, but I don't want to spoil too much for my book. So please go on Amazon and buy it. And then on the 1st, you know, to be looking out. Well, I'm going to be publishing it on the 1st, and when you publish through KDP, so if you want to self-publish, go through KDP. There's even a tutorial on YouTube of someone that explains how to do it step by step if you get confused, because I kind of needed that. I do better with that kind of sort of thing, show, rather than just say, this is what you do. So KDP is good. I suggest it if you want to self-publish. Okay, I got sidetracked. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. When you first publish something, it usually takes. My laptop's gonna die. Hold on, let me charge it. Okay, that's better. I think it said it takes up to at least 72 hours to get it on there. I don't think it took the whole 72 hours, but I think it took more than 24. I don't know. I remember a couple days later I decided to check and it was there, and I got all excited to see my published book on Amazon and stuff. I did take it down at one point during the year because there was a couple things that I probably should have cleaned up before I published it, but oh well, you know, my first time, we all make mistakes. And I also wanted to change the cover because that was kind of a default cover, I guess you can say, because it's not the cover I originally wanted, but I was having issues putting the cover I wanted on my book, so I went with the next best cover that kind of had something a little bit to do with my book, because there was a I will tell you this much, because it used to be like icebergs, I guess, like it looks like the Arctic, which there is a chapter titled Arctic because there's a couple chapters where they have to go to the Arctic to find something. So I figured, okay, well, this is the next best thing because you know, they do go to the Arctic even though it's not really center. But now I finally have the cover I wanted on there, so my mom was planning on buying the new copy because she had bought the original one and she wants to buy the new one. So yeah, and on the new cover has a tiara on it, which is what I wanted because the main character is a princess, Jasmine Perez. She's a princess, so I wanted the tiara. And then I don't know how many books are going to be the series. I know there's going to be at least 3, but I'm not sure if there's going to be a 4th yet. We'll see how many ideas I have because I have like I had all these ideas for the first and second book, not as many for the third one yet, but I'm going to. The second book is going to have like this blue swirl, which is like a portal because it's called Jasmine Perez in Another Realm. So it's like a portal to another realm. So that's going to be the cover. And what was the cover for the third one again? Oh yeah, it's going to be I'm pretty sure it's going to end in 3 books. Let's be real here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's only going to be 3. But the third book is going to be called Jasmine Perez and the Enchantress. and it shows like a hand with fire coming out of it for the cover that I already have planned for it. So yeah, I plan ahead apparently, and I don't always do it on purpose. I just get really excited and I can't stop. So, which isn't a bad thing either. At least I don't think it's a bad thing. So yeah, that's kind of my writing update. I hope you enjoyed my rambling. So I hope to update you soon. I might update you when I finally finish the chapter, and if I do any more tomorrow, any work on it any more tomorrow, then I'll tell you, give you kind of a small thing, because like I said, I don't want to spoil too much for you. So yeah, please like and subscribe and comment your updates on writing if you write books. So yeah, and we can chat below. So I will talk to you guys later.